The Lost City of Gold. Chapter 1. The Discovery. It was a warm summer day in Paris when a young archaeologist by the name of Sophie stumbled upon an ancient map in the depths of the National Library. The map was yellowed with age and covered in strange symbols and markings. But Sophie could make out one clear thing: it was a map of the New World, and it showed the location of a lost city of gold. Sophie couldn't believe her luck. She had always dreamed of finding a lost city. And the thought of one made of gold was more than she could have ever hoped for. She knew that this was her chance to make a name for herself in the world of archaeology. And she immediately set out to plan an expedition to the New World. She gathered together a team of the best and brightest in the field, including a rugged explorer named Jack, a brilliant historian named Anne, and a skilled navigator named Pedro. Together, they set sail for the New World, filled with excitement and anticipation for the adventure that lay ahead. Chapter 2. The Journey. The journey across the Atlantic was treacherous, but the team was determined to reach their destination. Storms raged, and the ship was tossed about by the rough seas, but they pressed on, driven by the hope of finding the lost city of gold. As they sailed deeper into the New World, the team began to encounter strange and exotic creatures. Giant sea monsters lurked in the depths, and strange birds with colorful plumage flew overhead. But despite the dangers, they were undeterred, and they pressed on, driven by the promise of the lost city. Finally, after months at sea, they reached the coast of the New World. The team disembarked and set out into the dense jungle, following the ancient map that Sophie had found in the library. Chapter 3. The Temple. As they ventured deeper into the jungle, the team came across a strange and ancient temple. It was overgrown with vines and moss, but it was clear that it had once been a grand and magnificent structure. Sophie and her team were filled with excitement as they entered the temple. They explored the dark corridors, filled with strange symbols and hieroglyphs, and they discovered a hidden chamber deep within the temple. Inside the chamber, they found a treasure trove of gold and jewels, and Sophie realized that they had finally found the lost city of gold. She was overjoyed, and her team was filled with excitement and wonder at the discovery. Chapter 4. The Attack. But their joy was short-lived, as they soon discovered that they were not alone in the temple. A group of fierce warriors, who had been guarding the temple and its treasures for centuries, attacked the team. The team fought bravely, but they were outnumbered and outmatched. Sophie and her team were captured and thrown into the temple's dungeons. As they sat in their cell, the team knew that they had to find a way to escape. They worked together to devise a plan, and with the help of Pedro's knowledge of the temple and its layout, they were able to escape and make their way back to the ship. Chapter 5. The Return. Sophie and her team returned to Paris, where they were hailed as heroes. They had discovered the lost city of gold and returned with a treasure trove of gold and jewels. Sophie's fame spread throughout the world of archaeology, and she was soon invited to give lectures and presentations on her amazing discovery. But despite her fame and success, Sophie couldn't help but feel a sense of longing for the lost city. She knew that the temple and its treasures would be forever guarded by the fierce warriors, and that it would never be fully explored or understood. However, Sophie also knew that the lost city of gold would always hold a special place in her heart, as it was the place where she truly found her passion for archaeology and adventure. And so, she made a promise to herself to continue exploring and discovering new lost cities, in the hopes of uncovering more hidden treasures and uncovering the mysteries of the past. As the years passed, Sophie embarked on many more expeditions and made many more discoveries. But the lost city of gold remained her greatest achievement, and the adventure that had started it all.